everybody. Good morning, esteemed jury members and everybody from SKOCH Group. This is Dr. Beena Kumari from CSI National Metallurgical Laboratory. This is one of the laboratories of Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, India. And this project is about the new recruitment system which we have recently launched. Not very recently, already 2 exercises has already been taken through this website. But then, yes, this is totally changeover from the earlier manual system which we had in the organization. And our team includes 3 people. One is, apart from me, one is administrative officer who had the domain knowledge, and Mr. Sudeep Kundu, who is principal scientist. So this slide is actually showing that how much we are active into transforming our processes into E1s, and we are looking forward for optimum manpower utilization. We are trying to manage our in-house projects online, collaborative projects with external parties online, and moreover, we are trying to put emphasis on having processes which cater to all the perspectives of e-governance. So as it was mentioned in the guidelines that all these things, what all things I need to highlight in my presentation, I just thought to put them in a summary, and then we'll go ahead with the details. Like, what was the purpose of developing this website was the digital enablement of the recruitment process at the lab. Recruitment process for both the temporary and the permanent positions, like Group 4 scientists, Group 3 technical officers, Group 2 staff, SMT staff, project assistants, and others. And the project sector where this project is actually catering to is employment generation. It's dual perspective. We are reaching out to the prospective employees, and the prospective job seekers are also easily accessing our website through this. What is the uniqueness? The uniqueness is that it is one of the first initiatives amongst all the CSI labs. There is a proposal to develop a central website for the recruitments throughout the labs, but that has not yet come up. At least from last 5-6 years, I have been hearing that, but we could not get something real. And the same recruitment website we have shared with one of our CSI sister labs, that is CSIR IMMT Bhubaneswar. They are also utilizing this for their recruitment exercises. And what is under proposal is discussions are going on to implement this at another CSIR website, CSIR lab, that is CSIR Simford, Dhanbad. The architecture is totally database driven. It is an integrated database architecture which we are utilizing. I'll come to the details later. What is the scalability, replicability? All laboratories of CSI can obviously use it. Apart from that, any research labs in India, which is actually following the government rules, central government rules for recruitment, can utilize the software. What are the perspectives of administration? There is a separate window provided for administration of everything, like putting in vacancies, post grades, and exporting the data, applications, synopsis, everything. What is the future roadmap? We would like to include the best practices. Already we have tried to include the best practices, but further, because everyday technology is upgrading, everyday practices are changing. So we would like to include the best practices of such application. Plus, we would like to have it in Hindi, because that's a mandate now from Government of India. So we would like to include that. And we would like to include features which can help specially abled people to access that. So what were the needs? As I already explained, we wanted to have a system, especially in the COVID time. This system was a boon with which we could connect to the job seekers and they could apply. And the same application system is actually catering to a variety of posts, a variety of grades, for which the rules are different. Like for a Group 4 scientist, number of fields which we seek in the application are different, rules are different. And for a Group 3 person, rules are different, like age relaxations are different. and type of grades are different. So everything is being integrated in this, and no manual filtering or manual intervention is required while we are trying to actually filter the applications or going through the selection process. So that is something very unique about it, and very quick because it's a database driven architecture. So we can quickly, within days, within a week, within 3-4 days, we can launch a new advertisement through it, and all major rules are implemented in the system. So obviously, it's developed utilizing open source tools, PHP, MySQL, and a lot of databases are integrated in one system. It has got a role-based secured access, and anybody from anywhere in the world 24/7 can apply based on the vacancy. And very, as I already explained, it has very quick cycles of recruitment. Whenever within days we want to, we can implement it. So what were the challenges faced while developing this? Some kind of duplicacy in records was faced when people were applying. More than one records were initially saved, but then it was resolved. And the major challenge was to have a domain expert who can guide us that, okay, what kind of rules have to be implemented. And once that was done, once we found the domain expert, then it was really easier for us to develop this. And the third aspect was the data, because multiple posts, multiple advertisements would go together, and we had to handle all those together. So database and server structure had to be made robust. That was another hindrance, but then gradually everything was solved, and we were able to make this possible. So what other things it has given us? It has paved way for job seekers who want to reach to the lab. And it has created a database of applications and applicants which can be utilized for further research in manpower planning or unique areas. So general features I already discussed a lot, but then online registrations, tab-based structures, transparency, and time efficient application processing. Within minutes you can apply. And like earlier you had to send a lot of papers. It's a kind of paperless system that we have introduced in the system. And data extraction is also possible through MS Excel and Word as well. And synopsis formats are already there. And we earlier what we had to do, we had to, after all selection and everything, we had to send all the physical files to the headquarters for final approval. Now we share the links directly. We share the links, and they are able to check. They need not ask us for the data. They can check everything from their place, and like limited document uploads are possible. Now no need to send all the documents like your CV, your certificates, and everything together at one time. Stage wise, we ask for the documents from the applicants. If they are shortlisted, then we ask for further documents from them. So it's easier for them as well, especially for the foreign candidates who used to apply and say time is very less. They can now apply up to the last minute. So over the legacy system, what all improvements we have? The major one is no manual intervention is required for filtering of applications, and data transformation from hard copy to soft copy, all that is no more required. Like we don't have to fill in all applicants' data into the Excel. Now everything can be, the data can directly be exported from that. And the system is very well taking care of all the eligibility criteria like experience, age, and reservation. So it's like a boon for the admin people who are actually handling thousands of applications. Rest all like transparency, inbuilt rules, accountability, time efficiency, quick cycle, these are all obvious. Some of the statistics, if we want to see, like who are the beneficiaries. The beneficiaries are the job seekers, general public. We are directly reaching to them, and who are from the lab, the HRG group, the administration, the selection committees. Nothing is hidden. Everything is transparent, open. And if we see the statistics, then number of registrations are within 4,000 to 6,000 per exercise. Like in 2020, registrations were 9,410, and the number of applicants were 2,925, out of which female applicants were 777. And if we try to see the age groups, below 20 were 39, 20 to 40 were 3,603. So this kind of like scalability is there. So this I already explained what is the scalability and replicability. I think I have less time. So these are some of the screenshots. Which this is the first screen wherein to select the postcode and grade and age and experience. Over here only the system filters whether this person is eligible to apply or not. And then here there are different tabs available, like for qualification, publications, pictures and signatures. And then after all, if there is something missing, then a red field will appear, general things. This is the sample application.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you. You have another 1 minute.
Pardon?
You have another 1 minute. So
Okay,
try
sure. I've just finished. So these are some of the synopsis, which is pre-prepared. We just need to extract from the data. These are entire application set. So that's it. Thank you so much. Questions, please.
Thank you, Dr. Bina Kumari ji. Very good presentation. In fact, I have seen your earlier versions of this presentation also about 2-3 years back. And I am very happy that you have improved a lot, and you have already onboarded 3 CSIR labs for this effort. Yes. But CSIR is a very prestigious organization with 40 labs. Yes, what is the roadmap for implementing it across all CSIR labs?
Sir, actually we have, I will just be frank with you. Sir, in my last PB4 interview, the board had actually suggested the same to me, that please go to other labs and try to see what best practices they are having and try to discuss with them if this can be implemented there. And recently I visited Dhanbad for the discussion, and they have just accepted and allowed me to do these things. And we have written mails to all the labs if they allow us to do this. But I think mails are not going to work. I have to visit there personally and talk to them regarding this.
Definitely, because CSIR is a very prestigious organization. I think no organization in India has so many patents which CSIR is credited for. Yes. So you have to implement it across all CSIR labs. Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Ma'am, what is innovative thing in your presentation? I couldn't get anything because it's a business as usual. It's only computerization of a recruitment process.
Very true, sir. But the thing is that we have got this very first time.
Okay.
We never did this online earlier. This is very new to us, and we have tried to include all the CSIR rules into it. That is the main part. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
I'm also working as a consultant at Samagra Shiksha. Yeah. And I would like to take you through one of our state great initiatives, Manabadi. It's a Nadu Nedu program. And it's a Nadu Nedu, actually, it's a Telugu terminology, and Nadu, it's called as a previous, and Nedu is the present. So what is the previous condition of the schools in the state, and what is the present condition of the schools in the state? That is how it defines the word Nadu Nedu. And these are state great initiatives and which has been initiated by the Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, on 14th of November 2019. And also this project aims to provide world-class infrastructure in all the government educational institutions in phased manner, and going to be completed by 2026. with a budget of 14,000 crores to 16,000 crores, depending on the schools and government colleges, degree colleges, and all these things. And as part of this project, they have started renovating 45,000 public schools, which are there across the state, and 471 government junior college plus 2 colleges, and 151 degree colleges, and it's all the government institutions, which is coming around 1,04,516 government education institutions, and this number includes, as I told you, all the government institutions. And this project actually, this project is working on different components, like improving the toilets with running water, drinking water supply, and this drinking water supply also is being provided with AquaGuard branded one, and they have tied up with this organization, and where they have to go to each and every education institution on behalf of the government, and they have to install this. That is their responsibility. And also major and minor repairs of the school, and painting with a print-rich materials which can enhance the learning outcomes of a child, and electrification with all the fans and tube lights with a sufficient ventilation, and furniture where they need to have a desk actually, so sit sufficiently, and it can help them to write. And also they are providing a desk for every 3 students, and green chalkboard. English labs also have been provided, and compound walls also for the security purpose, and kitchen sets for the MDM, midday meals, and additional classrooms. Actually, these additional classrooms they are building it to co-locate for the co-location of the Anganwadis, because as per the NEP, Anganwadis which are 250 meters away from the primary school, they have to be co-located in that campus. So for that reason, they are constructing the additional classrooms also, and digital education. So this is a great initiative. I can say that digital education actually. So very recently, Honorable Chief Minister also has tied up with the Byju's, and they have provided the tablets for 8th class students, where they have a very rich content on this. And this program actually, so they have launched it in 2019. And this target will be complete, as I told you, next 3 years. So, and the great initiative actually here, they are including the community and increasing the community participation in providing the infrastructure. And also there are no vendors and contractors in the state to construct or renovate these buildings. Actually, what are they doing? So every SMC in the school premises, they have to send the requirement to the Samagra Shiksha or as Commissioner of School Education at the state level. And as soon as they receive it, they'll just go through the entire document, and based on the requirement, so the third party will go and verify the requirement of the school and Anganwadi and degree college, any institution. And after that, once they get the report from the ground level, what they do, they will procure the raw material from the central level. It can be cement, it can be iron, it can be sand, and everything. They have a central procurement team at state level, and they will distribute the material according to the requirement to the respective schools. And once they send it, the SMC will involve in renovating or constructing the buildings. So that is how it is happening. And there are no mediators in terms of constructing or renovating these buildings. And the features actually, as I told you, it's a community contracting, and also highest quality standards in materials and processes, because they have identified the quality standards also. And for example, cement, there is a benchmark, and this is the only product which you have to use it. And for iron also, this is the iron which you have to use it. That is how they are maintaining the quality standards. And they have formed the centralized procurement team also, where they are working on a priority basis. And also the whatever the request, they'll get it from the ground level. It will not be delayed, and there is a timeline actually. Once I receive the requirement from the ground level, so there is a timeline, and by the timeline they have to receive the material also. And for that also, there is a PMU, project management unit, who is supervising all these things at state level. And standardization and uniformity, so because they are coming across the state, and whatever the standards they are maintaining, and whatever the uniformity in terms of painting, in terms of the infrastructure, in terms of designing, so they have to use it only as a unique form across the state for any institution. It can be a school, it can be a college, it can be a degree college, it can be Anganwadi. And also high grade specification through research and development. And so before they were initiating this project, they have done some kind of research in the field with all the constructing partners. So based on that, they have submitted the document to the government, uh, and they are providing the high grade specifications. So this is the school maintenance fund. Actually, this is also one of the great innovative thing which our government of Andhra Pradesh is doing, because renovating or constructing buildings and everything can be done by any government. The thing is that, so we have to use it for a long time, and also while we are using it, there may be minor repairs, there may be renovating or something required for the schools actually. So for this, what government is doing, so the government has implemented a scheme called Amodi. So the students who are studying in the schools, they are getting 15,000 rupees for every academic year into the mother's account directly. There is no mediator, and it will be credited into their mother's account through the Aadhaar verification. And as soon as they get the 15,000 rupees, 1,000 rupees will be taken back from the mother. So that is only to utilize the school maintenance fund to for any repairs in the schools or following whatever it comes in the way. So for that reason only, they are just taking 1,000 rupees. And also there is an government account where they are transferring the money from mother account to that respective account. Again, they will not take that money into cash or something like that, or else nothing. So as soon as they get money, and 14,000 will be credited into mother account, and 1,000 rupees automatically will be deducted and transferred to the respective account. And so this is how they are able to pool in the first phase. Actually, they are able to pool 442 crores from all the beneficiaries across the state. And out of this 442 crores, actually 80% of the school maintenance fund will be released to the schools itself. So the money will be with the schools, and they can use it whenever they want and whenever they need any minor or major repairs. So for that, they can use it. And 20% will be with the district collector. Whenever there is a urgent or priority basis work has come up, so that fund can be used as an emergency purpose. So that is how they have constructed the system from the beginning, taking the requirements from the ground level, and procuring the raw material, and also constructing the buildings. At the same time, when they are constructing, there will be 3 modes of verification by third party. So beginning of the work, and mid of the work, and ending of the work. So they will just verify it and give the report to the Commissioner of School Education and State Project Director at Samagra Shiksha. And based on that, whatever the amount they are supposed to get it, based on the report, they will just transfer the money into the school management committee. So that is how it is happening now. So these are some of the photos actually. So as I told you, Nadu it's called as a then, and Nedu it's called as a now. So this is the school when it was in before 2019, and now the school is I think you can see that. And the school which you are looking at, this one, it's a hut like a. It is a 100 years old school. This is located in Kolavennu, which is near to Vijayawada. And also this is a model school now, and every stakeholder who is coming from out of the state or who is coming from foreign country, so we are just taking them and showing these infrastructure development and Kolavennu and other schools also. This is a 100-year-old school, and now we made the school like this. And not only we are not looking at the school building or something like that, we are looking into the wash area and for the washing hands and everything, because since we are providing the midday meals for all the kids in the school, so we just wanted to make sure that there should be a safe drinking water, there should be a sanitation, and also there should be something which they can wash their hands and plates and everything. And these are the toilets actually, even then and now you can see that. And now we are providing, as I told you, we are providing the drinking water. So you can see then how the water facility was there, and now the water facility in the schools in the government of Andhra Pradesh. So this is how they are providing the water, also drinking water facility with a purified water. And this is the one actually the classroom setup. Actually, if you go to any school which has been renovated at this point of time, you can see the classrooms all with these kind of desks and green chalkboard. And this is the preschool Anganwadi center. As per NEP, the government also, there are 55,607 Anganwadi centers are there across the state. So the government is focusing not only on public schools, they are focusing on the Anganwadi centers also, since we just need to merge these Anganwadi centers along with the primary schools, so that they will get the academic support and supportive supervision and monitoring from the school education department. With that intention, government also is constructing and renovating these Anganwadi centers in the primary school campus itself with a print-rich material, and also they are providing the same facilities as they are providing the facilities to the government high schools. And this is one of the great appreciation we have received it. And very recently, actually, there was a program going on in Switzerland, and the president of Switzerland actually has appreciated the program which we are running in the state. So he inspected all the stalls where AB curriculum was displayed. It is as part of the Education for Future program organized under the International Forum at the United Nations office in Switzerland. So we've got the appreciation from Switzerland president, and also he prized the honorable chief minister for the work which he is doing in, towards the education reformation in the state. So this is a picture where they are just taking our slides and looking at. Yeah, this is how we are working with Nadu Nedu project.
Mr. Balakrishnan, you have already upgraded and renovated many schools, and many are in the pipelines.
Yes.
It will definitely make the education very charming for students. You have already increased the enrollment rate, attendance also of the students.
Yes.
But equally important is teachers' motivation, students' motivation, teachers' training.
Yes,
are you concentrating on that also? Second issue is that you can explore CSR fund from industry for such a noble job.
Yep.
And also fund from district mineral funds, alternate, which are many states are using that.
Yeah.
Just two observations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a very good question, sir. Actually, the government of Andhra Pradesh, actually, they are not focusing on the developing the infrastructure, because developing the infrastructure, it will not make a child to improve any learning outcomes. So once you do the external part, and the government is focusing on the internal part, where they have to improve the classroom practices to get a better learning outcome of a child. So for that, so the government of Andhra Pradesh has tied up with the World Bank, where the program called SALT, Supporting Andhra's Learning Transformation, and they have tied up with the World Bank, and where they are supporting for the Nadu Nedu project funding. At the same time, TPD, Teacher Proficiency Development, it has started in 2021, and it will be going for 2026, where they are going to train 189,000 teachers from primary, upper primary, and public schools. So they are going to train these people on a teacher proficiency development with respect to the subjects. It can be a language, it can be a mathematics, it can be science. So that program also going on simultaneously, and they have initiated this program from 2021. And for sure, actually, by 2023 ending or 24 March, actually, we can expect a better outcome in terms of our teacher proficiency development to improve the student learning outcomes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, we are doing that. And also very recently, the Chief Minister has ordered IFB panels for 30,000 schools, where they are going to digitize the entire curriculum, at the same time a smart classroom for each, for all high schools. And by 2023 June, all the primary schools, 33,600 primary schools are going to get the smart TVs for the digital education.
Thank you, Mr. Balakrishnan. I think this will make a radical change in the school system. Excellent work, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
No specific questions, sir. Thank you. Good efforts.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So shall I stop sharing?
Today I'm going to present Mithila Chitkala Sansthan Madhubani. Uh, I will start my presentation with a shloka, Sanskrit shloka. Sahitya Sangeet Kala Bhina Sakshat Pasu Kuch Vishan Hina. If you allow me, I can explain it in Hindi. वैसे मनुष्य कुछ और विशान यानी सिंह और पूंछ के बिना है, पशु समान है जो साहित्य संगीत और कला से विहीन है। मतलब जिनके पास साहित्य संगीत और कला नहीं है वो साक्षात पशु हैं जिनके पूंछ और सिंह नहीं होती है। तो आई विल स्टार्ट विद दिस। गवर्नमेंट ऑफ बिहार हैज इनिशिएटेड दिस मिथिला चित्रकला संस्थान in 2019. Next. I will explain this. This is our program review. A state-level autonomous Mithila Painting Institute affiliated by Aryabhatta Knowledge University. We have this institute and this scheme is initiated in year 2019. A scheme initiated by our department of Art, Culture and Youth and Directorate of Culture. Basically, we inaugurate this scheme on 10th January 2019 by our Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Nitish Kumar. Certificate course and degree course in Mithila painting is our uniqueness. First, in India, we are providing these courses for folk art, local art, like Mithila painting and others. Student qualified certificate course are there. Student enrolled in degree course are there. Scheme execution cost is 41 crores. So in 41 crores, we have built a building which is called Mithila Chitkala Sansthan and inclusive of museum also. There is a museum also which name is Mithila Lalit Sangrahalaya. Next. So necessity for the initiative. Lack of platform for formal education in Mithila art. We didn't have any platform for our local artists, Mithila painting artists. So this is an initiative. Lack of cultural and symbolic knowledge of Mithila painting in new generation, primarily confined to few women communities only. W.G. Archer has stated in his article in 1934 in his magazine, Marg magazine, that few communities like Brahman and Kayast women were involved in this Mithila painting. So we thought that other communities should also involve in this Mithila painting. So we took initiative in this area, primarily confined to few women communities only, preserving traditional art form Madhubani through an art institution. Next. So what is methodology for this initiative? Selection of experienced and awarded artists of Mithila painting. I am proud to say that so many artists, local artists from Madhubani, like Dulari Devi, Baua Devi, Godavari Devi, Ganga Devi, Sita Devi, Jagdamba Devi, Mahasundari Devi. These all are Padma Shri awardees of Madhubani painting, Mithila painting. So we thought they should involve in this venture, and local students who want to study or who want to involve in this Mithila painting should get experienced and awarded artists as their faculties. So designing course curriculum under the guidance of subject matter expert, course affiliation with Aryabhatta Knowledge University, establishment of administrative structure. So we have created a governing body and executive committee in chairmanship of local district magistrate Madhubani. So this institute is running very in good direction. Establishment of administrative structure, formulation of bylaws, offering affordable course with minimal fee and free hostel facility. I want to state that the hostel and mess facility is totally free for the students, and scholarships are also given to the students. So they encourage. So we are encouraging them to get registered in this institution and the courses. Next. So initiative taken, establishment of Mithila Chitrkala Sansthan at Madhubani. So we thought that by creating this institute, we can encourage this Mithila painting widely. Initiated degree and certificate course in Mithila painting. This is our uniqueness. Folk art, first time mainstream education should be introduced. Involved, experienced and awarded Mithila artists as teaching faculty. Many of them are Padma Shri awardees, leveraging this art form to all the sections of the society. So social inclusion is our vision, not for 2 or 3 castes, all backward class, Dalit, every community should be involved, and we are succeed in this vision. All the enrolled students we are providing, artists will get direct market linkage to sell their product. Next. So what is outcome? Enabled youth to acquire degree in the local art, promoting livelihood for them, branding of the state through artist recognition, generating additional revenue for the state as well as artists. So these are outcomes. So what is big ahead? Promoting livelihood through assistance in commercialization, conserving traditional art form through online sale at global platform like Amazon, Flipkart, etc. Promoting course through online mode for global coverage. We are not strict to our local study facility. We are going for global coverage through online mode. So we are planning for that, and not only Mithila painting, we are planning for Manjusa painting, Tikuli art, Sikhi art, terracotta pottery art, Sujni, applique, wood carving, paper mache, bamboo craft. Everything will be involved in due course. So very soon we are going to launch these courses also. Next. So thank you all.
आनंद जी, बहुत अच्छा आपका इनिशिएटिव है, और आपने जो श्लोक शुरू में कहा है वो तो बहुत ही पर्टिनेंट है इसके लिए। बिहार हो, बंगाल हो, आर्ट, म्यूजिक, मतलब ये हमारे भारत की आत्मा है वास्तव में। ये जो चीजें हैं, बिना इनके हम अपने आप को लिटरेट कह सकते हैं, एजुकेटेड नहीं कह सकते।
Exactly.
सर, 1-2 ऑब्जर्वेशन है। आपने जैसे डिग्री और कोर्स वगैरह की बात की है, सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स की बात की है, क्या हम ऐसा सोच सकते हैं कि भाई इनको मेरे जैसे लोग जो है कि एज ए हॉबी कर सकते हैं डिस्टेंस मोड में? क्या कोई यूट्यूब लेक्चर्स वगैरह का भी प्लान है? ऐसा कर सकते हैं क्या?
अभी बहुत ही अच्छा प्रश्न आपने किया है सर। एक्चुअली मैं बताना भी चाहूंगा कि जो डिग्री कोर्स है वो तो 3 साल का है, 3 years का है, बट सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स इज ओनली फॉर 6 months। एंड अगर कोई हॉबी के तौर पे करना चाहे या जस्ट फॉर एक्सपोजर करना चाहे, तो वी आर वेलकम फॉर दोज कैंडिडेट्स। एंड यूट्यूब लेक्चर्स वी आर ऑलरेडी प्रिपेयरिंग विद हाई क्वालिटी वीडियोज on YouTube and other social media platform, so that जो नए लोग हैं जो जानना चाहते हैं, सीखना चाहते हैं जस्ट एक्सपोजर के लिए कि कैसे होता है, बिल्कुल बेसिक्स ऑफ मिथिला पेंटिंग, बेसिक्स ऑफ मंजूसा पेंटिंग, बेसिक्स ऑफ टिकुली आर्ट। तो बहुत जल्द हम अपने ये मिथिला चित्रकला संस्थान के वेबसाइट पे इसको डाल के लोगों को प्रमोट, एनकरेज भी करेंगे, प्रमोट भी करेंगे कि आप आए, इस संस्थान से जुड़ें, और एक हॉबी के तौर पे 3-6 महीने का जो सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स है उसको करें।
और एक वर्चुअल टूर भी कंसिडर कर सकते हैं, अगर वेबसाइट पर नहीं है, वर्चुअल टूर भी उसके ऊपर कर सकते हैं, ताकि जो लोग हैं, क्योंकि बिहार की प्रतिभा तो भारत में ही नहीं पूरी दुनिया में फैली हुई है, और हम लोग प्राउड फील भी करते हैं अपनी कल्चर के लिए। तो वे भी एक वर्चुअल टूर भी आप अपने संस्थान का डाल सकते हैं।
थैंक यू सर। 2019 में सर इस संस्थान को हमने शुरू किया है with the vision of our visionary Chief Minister Honorable नीतीश कुमार जी। उसी परिसर में हमने एक ललित कला संग्रहालय भी बनाया है, ललित संग्रहालय बनाया है। तो हम बहुत जल्दी ये प्लान करेंगे। आपका सुझाव बहुत ही अच्छा है। हम लोग भी इस पे सोच रहे थे कि उसको इस तरह से किया जाए, तो एक 3D टूर और वर्चुअल टूर करके संग्रहालय एंड दिस चित्रकला संस्थान, सो हम एक इसको अपलोड करेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच सर।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर आपका, और मेरी इस मतलब हृदय की गहराई से मैं आपको जो है ना इस काम के लिए प्रशंसा करता हूँ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका।
शुक्रिया सर, शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद
सर। बिहार का आर्ट और कल्चर इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे भी ले जाने की कोई सोच है?
नहीं, बिल्कुल है सर। ये जो सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म की बात की, या मैंने अमेजोन फ्लिपकार्ट की बात की, या फिर आप अगर देखें पद्मश्री अवार्डीज जो हमारे अभी नाम हमने बताया, पद्मश्री बहुआ देवी, पद्मश्री गोदावरी दत्ता एंड दुलारी देवी, और अभी इस साल भी हम लोगों ने पेपर में सी आर्ट में पद्मश्री हमको मिला सुभद्रा देवी जी को, जो मधुबनी से हैं। तो कहीं ना कहीं हम नेशनल और इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड धीरे धीरे इसको करके ले जा रहे हैं। जैसा मैंने पहले ही बताया कि GW आर्चर ने कहा था एक जमाने में केवल 2 कम्युनिटी तक ये सीमित थी, उसमें भी विमेन तक ही सीमित थी। बट अब क्या है सर कि इसमें समाज के सभी वर्ग के लोग इसमें शामिल हो रहे हैं, न केवल स्त्रियां, पुरुष भी शामिल हो रहे हैं, और युवा इससे जुड़ रहे हैं। अभी आप देखेंगे कंटेम्प्रेरी आर्टिस्ट जो अपर्णा कौर जी हैं, या मनु पारेख जी हैं, इन्होंने कंटेम्प्रेरी आर्ट में मिथिला पेंटिंग को लैंग्वेज ऑफ आर्ट के रूप में प्रेजेंट करना शुरू कर दिया है। तो कहीं ना कहीं ये जो मिथिला पेंटिंग चित्रकला संस्थान, जो हमारा मिथिला चित्रकला संस्थान है, ये कहीं ना कहीं पूरे समाज के वर्गों को आपस में एक दूसरे से जोड़ रहा है, और राष्ट्रीय ही नहीं अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पे इसको लेके जा रहा है। आप कहीं भी चले जाएं सर, पेरिस चले जाएं, कहीं भी जाएंगे, अगर वहाँ इंडिया है तो वहाँ मिथिला पेंटिंग भी होगा, वहाँ मधुबनी भी होगा, वहाँ बिहार भी होगा, लिट्टी चोखा भी होगा। तो कहीं ना कहीं ये हम इसको लेके इंटरनेशनली जा रहे हैं सर। थैंक यू सो मच सर।
ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू सर। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर। This topic is related to Kinder Mahotsav. This is another very visionary initiative by government of Bihar and our Honorable Chief Minister Mr. Nitish Kumar. Kinder Mahotsav 2000 has started in 2016-17. So first of all, I will describe it program overview. Scheme initiated in year 2018 and 19. In 2018-19, we include this Kinder Mahotsav in our culture calendar, but Kinder Mahotsav has started in 2016-17. A scheme initiated by this Department of Art, Culture and Youth, and Directorate of Culture. So this is an annual program, and focused group is transgender. Not only transgender, but whole LGBTQIA+. So this whole group is in our focus area. So registered transgender in Bihar, according to 2011 census, is 40,987. In Patna only there are 600 transgender, and this is this figure is recorded figure. The actual number is larger than this number. Annual budget is 15 lakhs per year for this Kinder Mahotsav. And what is the objective of this Kinder Mahotsav? Social inclusion of transgender in the field of art and culture. Not only transgender, again I will say LGBTQIA+. The whole group is our focus group. So what is necessity for the initiative? Lack of platform for transgender to stand as an artist. As you know, the transgender is always left behind. So we thought that they should also get a platform as an artist. Identity crisis was there. Limited livelihood opportunity in the field of art and culture for them. Marginal contribution in the mainstream development. So these are the necessity for our initiative. Next. These photographs you can see these all photographs are of Kinder Mahotsav. Methodology: accumulation of transgender data. First, we gathered this data. Then we mapped the transgender leaders and organizations like Dostana Safar, like others. So we prepare a data of transgenders and transgender leaders and organizations who are working for them, conducting meetings with leaders of transgenders, designing of program, inclusion of program in annual calendar, our annual culture calendar, allocation of budget for these programs, collaboration with other states for cultural exchange program. So these are methodology to promote these Kinder Mahotsav. So what initiative we have taken? Created a platform at a state level. We created a platform at a state level. Inclusion of Kinder Mahotsav in cultural calendar of department. Involvement of transgenders in cultural programs for awareness and sensitization. Film screening on the life of transgender at wider platform. We recently initiated a film festival in which many films were screened on this topic on transgender. Involving transgender leaders as guests in cultural programs. Created a provision for transgender to participate in Bihar Kala Puraskar and Artist Welfare Scheme. I want to say that Bihar Kala Puraskar is another initiative and Artist Welfare Scheme is another initiative in which we promote our local artists. We promote now since 2016-17, where when we started Kinder Mahotsav, we include these transgenders for Bihar Kala Puraskar and Artist Welfare Schemes also. So what are outcomes? Skill development for transgender in Madhubani art and craft. Also, inclusion of transgender in social security schemes, social welfare, formation of transgender welfare board and self-help group. Here, I want to clarify that we have created transgender welfare board headed by Honorable Minister Social Welfare at the state level, and 2 transgender members are there in the board. And district facilitation center also we have created, in which it is headed by DM, district magistrate of the district, and 2 transgender members are also there in that district facilitation center. So everywhere we created a platform for them to for their grievances, for their other help. Formation of transgender welfare board and self-help group. Opening of Garima Grih for transgender. Here in Patna, Khagol, there are 24 transgenders living in this Garima Grih, and one of them I selected as SDM also last year. Next. Way ahead. So what is way ahead? Defining roadmap. Rigorous training implementation at skill development center in craft making, involving transgender in art and craft mela in collaboration with industry department, Jivika and others. Here, I want to say that in 2017, there is a startup for transgender, and the name of the startup was nachbaja.com. There are 5,000 transgenders included in this startup, and they are artists, performers, singer, dancer. They are going everywhere in India, and they play the street play. And so we promote them. We try to include them in mainstream. Next. So thank you so much. Basically, this Kinder Mahotsav has initiated a very, very good platform for them, and government of Bihar took initiative for them, and the results are everywhere seen in the Bihar. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Again, I think Bihar is the only state which has taken such an excellent initiative. Definitely, it will create a sense of dignity for life and social inclusion, and their social sense of isolation will go away gradually as long as you mainstream them in so many activities. Excellent work, sir. All the appreciation. Thank you, please.
Thank you, sir.
The subject you have presented just now is really very sensitive in nature, and the way you and your team has taken up the activities so that inclusion is there in the society for the transgenders is remarkable, and the efforts are really appreciable. And I wish that other states will also take such initiatives so that everybody goes together. All the best to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.